The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Fellas, it's good to have y'all here. Got the, as Uncle Krys calling the Pie Fam in with us, man. It's so much I want to ask y'all to start off with. I'm about to just live one into the group, and whomever can start, man. But we got to talk about the current landscape of this hip hop and this rap beef, man. I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week, well, more than a little bit, about the J. Cole apology. Now Rick Ross going after Drake. What is going on? I mean, what is the deal here where this manufactured beef is just coming out of the blue? I guess, you know what? Let's start. Let's talk it out.
The more this drags on, and Debo can say if I'm light skinned or whatever. The more this drags on, the more these other rappers sounding hella salty and ungrateful, bro. Because Drake out here was featured on a lot of y'all niggas songs, made it some Billboard top 100 chart hits, and y'all out here talking shit about this man. Don't get me wrong, I like some Rose. He a good rapper, but man, yo, Ashton Martin music, like I could go down
came back for you. I just needed time.
Y'all wild, bro. Y'all biting the hand that feeds you. That's crazy.
I actually agree with you. This shit is fucking crazy to me. This shit is fucking crazy to me. And like, not only is it crazy, but niggas, you could tell niggas ain't really got a check in a while because they going hella hard and trying to like push units. Because this shit is the most ridiculous, drummed up, made up shit I ever saw. Listen, I was like, oh no, niggas is. Last week I was like, okay, motherfuckers just don't want this shit to get out of hand. No, y'all niggas is just all y'all niggas is soft. This shit is soft. It's soft as fuck. It's stupid as fuck. It don't make sense. Listen, I can understand a rap beef where I said I fucked your bitch, and now you mad because you think I fucked your bitch. That's, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. Tupac said it in the first line. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Like, oh, whoa. That's the beef right there, nigga. He said he fucked his bitch. You can't do that.
That was a personal shot, too.
That's personal, nigga. This shit is nothing. This shit is not even like. This shit ain't even like, oh, your agent said that this. This is stupid. It's like stupid. It don't got no emphasis.
To your point. You go ahead, Chris.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Jim. I don't want to cut you off, bro.
Oh, to your point, Debo, I was listening to Wallow talk about this. And he was like, "What? Like, what's this? How's it a diss? This not even a good diss. Like, he used to like Ether or first off, fuck your bitch. You know what I'm saying? The click you claim, like West Side. You know what I'm saying? Going in, and he was like, "What's the fuck that big three? It's just Big Me. What the fuck is that, bro?"
I heard somebody say that nigga rap like a fucking Sesame Street sing along, and I can't hear it.
It's a lot of these people's king, man. Listen, man. This stuff is just proving me right over and over and over again. Chris, I don't want to cut you off, bro. Go ahead with what you got, bro.
Oh no, I was just gonna say to what Jim was saying about back to Kendrick's reference. To me, I'm looking at it as a little jab. Like, all right, everybody, we got the big three. I'm about to take a jab at it. If everybody in this big three, like he said, it's just Big Me. So that's a jab to all of y'all. I'm testing the temperature. What's up? Y'all the big three or not? Who really to go at this? I'm throwing a jab. Who gonna respond back?
Hey, man.
And hey, it's how I'm looking at it.
I feel you, Chris, but one of the reasons why LeBron is looked at so great, and I gotta do this, is because the nigga consistent, bro. The nigga is consistent, bro. Like, there's something to be said about consistency. If, look, let's be honest. We was all, young and dumb. Your consistent booty call that was your best eater because she showed up every time. Every time. Now imagine you only get to see her once every 4 years. I mean, at some point you're gonna have kids and you can't be with her no more because she not consistent. What I'm saying is, bro, Kendrick can't drop every, I don't know, election cycle and consider himself as the GOAT. Like, yes, you make dope music, I get it. But my nigga, it take you a long time to make your bed. Fuck out of here.
I mean, if we really want to keep it like a bean, he's more like Nas. Cause like Jay-Z said, nigga, that's one hot album every 10-year average, and that's so lame, nigga. That's just what that shit is. Like, you drop some heat once every 6-7 years, like that's not consistent.
I will push back on that Nas argument because he did just give us the 6-piece the last 6 years with Hit Boy. So,
yeah, okay, but if you want to take the totality of his career, the average still ain't averaging, my brother.
I mean, if you going back to the earlier days of the career, I can see what you're saying by that part.
Man, look, I want to tell y'all boys a story real quick. This will be fast, but it fits in with this. This was years ago, probably 2001 or 2, probably 2001. Good friend of the show, Detroit Black. What's up, Detroit Black? Through a house party. Now, Ez, man, you know Detroit Black well. He's, can you imagine being in Atlanta and have a dude from Detroit throwing a house party? You can imagine what this is like, all right? So this shit is amazing. And in that, it's a bunch of rappers, everybody in there is like, pretty much trying to do their thing with the music. So there was this one guy that was there, and I'm going to use his name. I'm going to call him out, all right? This guy, his name is Ray Otis. And Ray, if you're watching this, fuck you. But anyway, oh, shit. All right. So Ray was going around the party because, like I said, a rapper threw the party. So it's a bunch of aspiring rappers in the place. S and Sean's there. It's a bunch of people in there that's rappers. So when Ray Otis gets the word that, all these folks is rappers, he's like whispering to folks, man, if I get on the mic, I could take out anybody in here. I'm ready. He just talking shit to anybody who listen about how he gonna take out everybody in a freestyle battle. Now he's starting to piss off all the guys in there because it's competition. So you talking about you about to be better than me and you talking that shit. Let's go see what it's about. So He done riled up every rapper in that motherfucker. Everybody's ready to take it to Ray Otis on the mic. They setting up the music. They done found a mic. It's about to go down. So everybody going to, look for him. We got to do it, man. Everybody ready to go. We looking for Ray Otis. Ray Otis bounced. He got the fuck gone. He got his car and left. And I'm like, ever since then, any guy who was scared or whatever, I call him Ray Otis. So J. Cole, he is no longer J. Cole on this show. He is Ray Otis.
Stop. Because see, here's the thing. Folks, okay. I hear your argument. First off, hilarious fucking story. Second off, that shit sound like some fucking house party shit, like the movie house party, right? Not the actual venue. That's some house party shit. But I digress. You cannot call J. Cole Ray Otis simply because J. Cole responded. He did respond. Now, had he not responded, you could say, "Oh, he Ray Otis." Oh no, but he did respond, and he responded with some fucking heat.
But
it was heat.
Y'all don't like that shit.
Nope, don't matter. You might not like the actions that happened afterwards, but you can't take away the art. Like I tell you with R. Kelly, nigga. R. Kelly sang them fucking songs, bro. You can't stop fucking R. Kelly. You can't stop stepping in the name of love because it's out there.
Yes, the fuck I can with that block and
it's
skip
out
button.
there.
Yes, I can.
It's motherfucking out there, and we gonna step side to side, round and round. We gonna do that every party, nigga. We gonna do it.
Let me see you do the love.
We gonna do it every time. We gonna step, nigga, in the name of love.
Let's not act like everybody ain't in. Granted, don't get up when that song come on.
What? Your uncle that be wearing the pimp suit.
Listen, let hotel play at a barbecue right now. The dance floor gonna get lit. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? Baby, I'll give you my room. Because we gonna play.
Don't let it. People wanna meet the mute button. Debo on the meet the mute button.
Bounce.
As you can meet the mute button too.
This nigga got too much power. What I'm saying is,
no
my
time
point is, you can't take away the art from J. Cole because he said what he said, and that shit was hot.
Right.
Now we don't like what happened afterwards. It could be soft. I will concede it. It's whatever.
I'm just saying.
All I know is you can't call him Ray Otis.
You can't apologize, is my point. I said that last week, and I'm gonna keep standing on that.
I mean, that's fair. I agree with you there, 16. I'm not with the apology shit because
fuck that.
You took it there.
You said it last week.
You gotta lay in the bed. You gotta lay in the bed.
How many steps did he have to take? You said it word for word last week.
I know.
How many steps did he have to take?
That's my guy. Just like any of y'all on here. Y'all do some fucked up shit, bro. I'm gonna have to call you out on it because if we wasn't boys, that would be wrong of me to not call you out or hold you accountable.
Accountability, I get it. Accountability.
I want you to do it again. I want you to name all the steps it took to get to the point where it was on your streaming service. What did he have to do?
That's what I'm saying. That's why he got to stand on business, 16, because you got to go and you got to write the hook, you got to write the verse, you got to record the shit. And if it ain't 16, you probably did multiple takes. You replayed the shit. You got everybody in the studio hyped up about what you said. You know, you burned the CD or whatever that next step is.
You got to upload that shit to DSP.
Release that shit. You gave them the green light to release that shit. You went through all the steps to put that shit out there, bro. You gotta just lay in the bed that you made, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this one question, Easy. Let me ask you a question. College, 21. You're 21. You at the bar with your boys. You done drank your fair share. Might be more than your fair share, right? And you know it's time to let them go. You got to take home something because you got to take home something. And you take home a baddie. And you get home and you lay that hoe out. And you wake up the next morning and you fucked a gorilla in the mist. You gonna kick her out the door, but guess what? You can't take it back, right? You want to take it back, right?
Right.
But you don't tell nobody because you know you made a mistake. You realize in your head you made a mistake, right? If you could take that shit back, would you?
I think that's everybody's situation different, right? Like.
Hey, look.
You know, some people out here, they don't give a fuck, right?
Hey, what if that thing was thanking
some niggas don't.
You're
right. Some niggas don't.
Everybody
some niggas do prefer quality over quantity.
That's not a good analogy, though. They still gonna tell the story. They still gonna talk about how she looks and probably make a bunch of jokes about it.
Right. Some niggas won't say shit. Some niggas try to pretend like they don't even know the bitch in public. I know this for a fact.
As they should.
See? So my point is this. Sometimes we fuck up and make mistakes. And sometimes we want to stand on business, standing on business, not on business, but on the business, and they want to take back that mistake. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you do some shit in the heat of anger, you upset, you got niggas hyping you up. Listen, it's called, and I think we've talked about this before, it's called a nigga moment. We've all had a nigga moment where we've made mistakes and somebody done hyped us up and we done did it. You know why? I had a nigga moment in high school. Nigga was hyping me. Nigga kept calling me Ruben. First off, my name ain't motherfucking Ruben, bitch. You're not going to disrespect me. Okay. And I was already having a bad fucking day. But then the other homies at the table was hyping this nigga up and he was from New York. I mean, first off, fuck you niggas from New York. Okay. Because y'all niggas come to the South and y'all really think y'all better than us. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. And then this nigga really let some niggas hype him up and he said, no, you look at his face, you call him Ruben. And before he can get the B out of Ruben out of his mouth, I hit him in the face with a chemistry book. Now, I shouldn't have did that shit.
No doubt.
You stood on business.
But I did. Right. I did that shit.
But the consequences of it, the suspension or whatever that might have came afterwards.
That shit was 2 weeks, nigga. Fuck me up.
That's just the cost of doing business. That's just the cost of doing business.
But that's what I'm saying.
That is the cost of doing business, but I wish I could take that shit back. I wish I would have took that shit.
I know this much. If his daddy named Ruben, he won't call him Ruben no more. I bet you.
I ain't seen that nigga in years, but I guarantee you he ain't called no other motherfucker out their name. I promise you that. Because I whooped his ass in that
Well, I will say
cafeteria.
this though, he stepped up and said it. He had more heart than Ray Otis. Ray Otis didn't even show.
Ray Otis.
Right?
Hey, man, fuck all that, man. Hey, all I'm saying is 32 years ago, a great ghetto poet was glad these motherfuckers set it off. That's all I'm saying. And if y'all know that reference, you dig what I'm saying.
Look, I get it. J. Cole felt bad about it, and he used his platform to apologize. I'm just saying, you already there, bro. If you can apologize to Kendrick one off, you can hit him up, talk man to man, but you went through all them
You mad
steps.
because he did it publicly. I hear what you're saying. But wouldn't that make him a hypocrite if he did it behind closed doors, even more so?
Well, eventually you're gonna reconcile. To me, like,
do you? Because did Tupac and Biggie reconcile?
If the criticism,
well, to be fair,
It
I don't know if they
same.
had time to.
It ain't the same. That shit was personal.
I got you, but beef can turn personal in a minute. We know that.
Bruh, this is some high school shit that J. Cole and them doing.
I got you. I understand that.
Kill him, dog.
High school niggas die too, though. This is what I'm saying. Like, I've seen niggas take shit too far, and niggas wish they could roll back the clock. I got a homie right now in jail serving fucking life. He wished he could take some shit back. He wished. Just because the nigga was looking at his bitch, he wished he could take that shit back. My nigga Shannon is never getting out of jail, bro. You see what I'm saying? And he was 18. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm not saying that. I get it. It's manufactured bullshit. You're right. I agree with everything y'all saying. Everything you've laid out, the whole argument, I get it. My point is, sometimes it's okay to have a clear head and really want to make shit right. Because sometimes shit get taken too far. That's all I'm saying. And whether we think it might get taken too far or not, J. Cole feel like I don't want this shit to ruin something that I have with a friend or whatever.
That nigga, he can't even spit no more hard shit and make it believable no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I respect him for what he did, but at the same time, you gotta stand on business.
The hard shit we was waiting for him to do, he did, and then he was just like, you know what? He apologized for it. It was like,
because it ain't really in his heart. That when it comes to rapping, that nigga
you know what?
Because a real killer don't want to fucking kill.
Man,
real killers don't want to kill. John Wick didn't want to kill niggas. John Wick didn't want to kill niggas, but he had to.
But you know what makes this terrible for me is that they are now they're comparing J. Cole to that guy in that commercial talking about, I touched the ball last, coach. I'm about to go tell the ref.
I swear to God, that was the first thing came to my mind when I saw
they comparing Jermaine Cole to that man, bro.
I'm not even bullshitting. That was the first thing came to my mind when I saw that apology video.
Man, there's no coming back from that.
No way he's going out like this.
Like, the shit ain't gonna hit the same now, bro. In today's day and age with social media, bro.
Debo, hit me. Not to cut you off, Ash. Hear me out, bro. Chris Brown and Quavo is going at it back and forth more than we would expect J. Cole, K. Dot, and Drake to be right now.
You talking over the basketball shit? They going back for the basketball shit?
No, nigga, Chris Brown and
Quavo
over a chick. Over Carucci.
Yeah.
These niggas is going at it back and forth more than we got J. Cole, Drake, and K. Dot, bro.
Hey, I just want to say this for the record, because everybody knows here I'm a Quavo guy. I don't want to hear no Quavo diss track, Quavo. So just save us that. Don't even do it, because I'm gonna get pissed off. Just leave it wherever it's at, because I don't want to hear no Quavo diss track. Please don't do it.
I'm so tired of this. Like I said, this.
Breezy might kill him though while we bullshit. Breezy can rap and sing, and just imagine singing the hook and then he rapping on the shit. That shit might be kind of cold.
I don't even want to get to
it. Hey man, you getting bodied by a singing nigga, bro.
Yeah, that's not even the narrative.
I wanted to say, not even on a musical aspect. That nigga Breezy really got them hands, boy, too.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, listen, I will say this, bro.
Oh my
damn,
God.
Debo, goddamn.
That nigga about to kill.
Listen, everything's off board, nigga. That nigga whoops bitch's ass. He gonna whoop a nigga ass. I'm just saying.
The views expressed. Jesus Christ. But what I was gonna say about J. Cole is that, listen, man, I in my head as a grown up, I understand in his head after he does it, the hesitancy on, because he's thinking about it in real life. Okay, yeah, this is in real life. But nigga, I don't care about that shit. When you in that cipher, when you talking about hip hop, man, and you step to a nigga, you have stepped to him. There's no unstepping to him. So now you just weak, man. That's it. End the story. You're not noble. You're not, oh, he did the right thing. Fuck all that shit. Stand on the business, man. You got to.
Hey.
To me, he just a sensitive ass nigga rapping about women still. That's it.
That nigga will body your ass and go online. I bet you that nigga will body your ass in a fucking bar. Listen, one thing is for certain, two things for sure. Y'all niggas deserve to be in the boondocks because all y'all niggas live in a fucking nigga moment.
Now,
I
first
swear
off,
to God.
Debo, let me just say this right now is that what J. Cole had going on, he had his moment before the chair was thrown not to throw the fucking chair, and he threw the chair. You can't unthrow the chair. He had a moment before the chair was thrown not to throw it, and he threw it.
He threw the chair, and as soon as he threw the chair, he realized he fucked up. He fucked up.
Hey, you can't take it back now. It's out there. It was.
I got an analogy real quick. Hey, some of y'all may remember this. You remember when you was in elementary, middle school, whatever, and a nigga be like, "Hey, you knocked that pencil off that nigga's shoulder. You talking about his mama?" And a nigga knocked the pencil off your shoulder. What you gonna do when that nigga knock that pencil off your shoulder?
You got to fight.
Can't that basically knock that pencil off your shoulder, nigga?
Hey, I ain't never been that much of a nigga. What is that? Explain that shit to me.
So for some of y'all might not understand it. This was shit that really went down at the elementary I was coming up in. So if a nigga had a problem with somebody or some shit like that, you would go in the bathroom during recess or whatever little break you period you get. And you'd be like, hey, if you knock this off this nigga's shoulder, you put a little pencil, pen, whatever it be. It's just a little metaphor, whatever you want to say. You basically like, you fuck this nigga. If I put this pencil on your shoulder and I knock it off, that's a disrespect because already the pencil is on your shoulder and I knock that bitch off. And already like, if you knock this off, it's like saying fuck you, fuck your family, all that shit, right?
God damn.
It's basically disrespect, bro.
Damn,
Where Chris go to school at? Where you grow up at, nigga? Eastside High? Where the fuck you went to school at, nigga?
Trash pile Northeast Elementary.
Northeast Elementary.
Hey,
that's a rough ass neighborhood, nigga. Them niggas out there knocking pistols off, and that shit equals a whole bunch of shit.
It's at the end of it,
school jousting right there, bro.
But at the end of it is disrespect. Like you gonna squab about it at the end. You gonna let this nigga knock this off your shoulder and disrespect you. What you gonna do about it?
Good God.
Hey, that school that Chris went to is in a neighborhood called the Trash Pile. That's all you need to know about it.
Speaking of trash pile, where is this gonna lead to? Like all this rap beef, it seemed like everybody coming for everybody. You got people insinuating themselves into the situation that don't belong there. Looking at you, Big Sean. What do we do with this?
I mean, the shade room and all that, they enjoying it because it gives them more content to post. But just put out some music. I'm tired of the beef shit. Can we just get some new albums or something? Like,
or even if like don't put out the music and back out. If that was on your heart, be upfront with it at first. Be like, man, look, I respect Kendrick. I don't want to do that to my brother. I'm not on that type of time. Put that out first before you drop some music. Claim you on the hard shit, but then back out with the apology.
Hey, I said it on the episode with ZZ Talk. The only way they can make this right, just make that album together that y'all been promising for forever.
Nope.
Listen, we know you want to hear another Tupac mystery cut that he didn't release. Some unreleased music this nigga made 30 years ago.
Right. So
that dead motherfucker.
All right, so let me clear this up. It's not about rappers that ain't here no more that can't do music no more. It ain't about that. I'm saying is we crowning these niggas like they revolutionize stuff. Like you got Kendrick Lamar winning Nobel Prizes for albums was Damn really that good that he had to win a Nobel Prize for it?
No.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You got people crowning J. Cole like he the next coming. This nigga can't even stand on his own lyrics. And you mean to tell me you want an album? Listen.
It's fire. It's gonna be fire. You're gonna listen to it. You ain't, but niggas gonna listen to it and it's gonna bop. Like, listen, y'all niggas sitting over here defending the fucking Flute album from fucking Andre.
Hey, I ain't
Who was
defending that
defending the
bullshit.
Fruit album? Who
Bro, I
defended
sure
that
ain't
shit?
defend that
Niggas
shit.
was on this fucking show defending the fucking flute album. It's
Name
okay.
names,
Fuck
nigga.
that flute.
Who defended it? Name names. It was
You
only
had the
ATL
niggas on it. You invited the folks. Debo was definitely defending the flute album. The loops or flute, whatever the fuck that nigga was singing. Like that's what we talking about. Like that's what we headed to. You don't know what we headed to? Niggas is finna open up acoustic motherfucking albums. Niggas somebody finna play the clarinet. Somebody finna get a flute. Somebody else finna get the fucking guitar.
You're talking about Diva. Diva is more. She's more giving than more folks who are on this show. You know what I'm saying? She's more. Let me get in the benefit of the doubt. That's who she is. So she's like, you know, it's Andre 3000, whatever. But nobody else defended that Fruit album. We all thought it was like not the best idea in the world.
Still haven't listened to it. And
I'm good elevator music.
I won't.
You know?
I won't. I will not. I won't.
So that's the music, Jim. So that's the point I'm getting at. It's like J. Cole. I don't like Jimmy. I know you was dealing with this, man, because we talked about it. Because our chat has been out of pocket the last week and a half, man. That you said that it was hard for you to like. You couldn't look at that nigga the same. It's hard for you to look at.
Deleted his music, and any song that comes on that J. Cole is featured on, I either skip till Aubrey's part or I skip the whole song.
Hey, that's a little crazy.
Hey,
that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
I ain't gonna hold you on that.
I'm standing on business.
I mean,
I hear you. Listen, this your music.
Cole songs come on the shuffle, bro, and I just let them play because
I'm gonna let it play.
Unlike
I'm gonna let it
Otis,
play.
he didn't stand on business.
I get it. I mean, yeah, but listen, I get it.
This show needs to be fuck you and then ... because we flipped off a lot of people so far. I feel like
we did, and I'm gonna say this right now. I'm standing on that business like Ray Otis, man. I said your name. I ain't J. Cole. I ain't backing up on it. You want to come find me? You get the ass whooping of your entire life.
Hey, look, I ain't backing you up because you're my brother, but that has got to be one of the wackest rap names I've ever heard in my life.
That's his government name.
That's his real fucking name.
Hey, that's worse than Jeff.
Nigga named Ray Otis.
Yeah,
that's kind of wild. That's a slave name.
Hey, he sound like a nigga that need to be on Good
like an oatmeal brand or something. What the fuck?
I wouldn't want that oatmeal brand. No, man, niggas took that shit seriously, man. Like he talked all that shit and he left. I'm like, you left? You can't leave.
I mean, J. Cole didn't leave.
He
did his shit. He did his shit. Then he's like, listen, man, y'all brought a side of me that I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe just I'm a nigga who done some shit, my fair shit that I am not particularly
we all
happy.
have, but like to me, this ain't a big deal. Like you're an artist, you responded, you did what you naturally do, get in the studio and made a song. It's out there for the masses. You apologize and it's not gonna.
It ain't got to be. It's gamesmanship. It ain't got to be serious in that manner. A dude said he the best. You think he the best? Like, you go back at him.
Tom has made us all soft because I'm sorry.
Like Kobe and LeBron going at it, and Kobe
not even
hit a shot in LeBron's face, right? And then LeBron come right back down and hit a shot in Kobe's face. They're not gonna sit there and apologize after the possession. They going at it. They going.
I feel you. I feel you. But with rap beat, there has been a history of violence behind it. And I can understand. And I remember a time where, nigga, if you said some rap beef, niggas' crews started assembling the shit. So much so that even the general public was picking sides and was fighting about the shit. Like, I remember a time when Baby D was rapping East Side, West Side, and niggas was fighting about that shit in the club in Atlanta.
Yeah, but like, I remember. Let's be real here for a second. Like, this generation ain't about that type shit.
And I think that might be this is why I think it's different. You're right. That's the point. This generation is different. They all fucking pussy ass niggas.
You know how they battling? They roasting each other. Kendrick fans are roasting J. Cole fans and vice versa. Like, I think you had said it, Debo, when you made that comparison of of Kendrick and Nas, I think you might be onto something with that. And I love Kendrick. Onto something with that. Illmatic might be good Kid, Mad City.
I think Debo, man, credit to Debo on that one because when you think about it, man, like I know that Easy said that Good Kid, Mad City is a no skip, But when you go back and you think about any Kendrick Lamar albums, how many of them are you going back to revisit to like, hey, let me pump this in the car?
And that's why I agree with it, because I'm gonna argue Good Kid, Mad City till the day I die.
Right. Good Kid, Mad City is the greatest rap album of all time, by the way.
But the way people feel about Good Kid, Mad City is the way people feel about Illmatic.
Exactly.
That's true too.
And that's
they holding that shit up for 40 years, and it's like that shit ain't the greatest. It's good. It's great. It's a great one. But then he dropped a series of some bullshit after.
So what is J. Cole then? So if he's Nas, then who's J. Cole? You can't compare J. Cole to nobody because ain't no nigga you can compare him to out here apologizing. You can't find.
He definitely ain't a homer.
But we talked about it last week, but I'll say it again for the record. His discography is just it's excellent.
It means
it's
fuck
damn
all.
near consistent.
No. Listen, you're letting the recent events cloud your judgment. I get it. His discography is better than Kendrick. Like, if you really want to look at it, Jay-Z had a series of like 5 albums that was just all classics, right?
Yeah.
Like back to back classics, like fucking Hard Knock Life, fucking S. Carter, fucking The Blueprint.
Jimmy, man. You look so unimpressed, dog. You done with that nigga, man. Just go. You done with that nigga.
Man,
he done.
Look, bro. It's Team Aubrey and then everybody else. It's Aubrey.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. And like I said in the group chat, and I will go online publicly and say this shit because I have been a big like I've been a nigga that's like constantly talk shit about Drake. Okay. But when I think back, and I really think back in my old age, Drake got more bangers than all them niggas.
Easy.
Oh, without a doubt, bro.
It's easy.
But now y'all see when we've had previous episodes of this show, right? And me and Jimmy arguing with the Juicy K's of the world and some of these other folks about Drake and with his place in hip hop in music is legit.
Listen, I think the only thing that holds Drake back just a little bit is Drake hasn't evolved, right? He's still doing the same shit that he was doing when he was 22, and that's kind of wild. But
it's successful.
It still is good, and it still hit. It still hits. And so let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna just say this: Drake, and I can't even say that I came up with this. A head crack from a radio station in Atlanta. He came with this. He calls Drake the panda bear. Because when you look at a panda bear, they're soft and they're cuddly. But them motherfuckers are still bears. And they will maul the fuck out of your ass.
Easy.
And they will eat your ass alive if they need to, nigga. So like Drake is a motherfucking beast. I gotta admit it. Jimmy is right. Drake is that nigga, bro.
I mean, and for some people who whether it might not be his favorite, not including myself, Drake is not my always go-to. But you cannot deny or discredit what he's accomplished as a musician, bro. Like what he's done as far as like music-wise with his
the full
shit, bro.
Work, right?
His
projects, his
bro.
Features,
his discography is like, bro, damn near second to none. You can almost say, bro.
He bodying niggas on features alone, bro, and that's crazy.
His features are better than some folks' body of work by themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Like his features, not his home shit, just his features, which is wild.
You know what? I feel like with Drake, when people mention him about greatest rapper, I don't know if I could fit him in that category because I don't look at him as just a rapper. I don't think he's just a rapper. Like he's just a good artist. I don't
said
see
this
it
last
as
year. Drake's the greatest. Drake's one of the greatest artists of all time.
I give you this. I definitely put him in the top 10 list.
I don't think you have to.
Name me 9
between the rapping and the singing.
Personally, I think Kanye's better, but
as an artist,
yeah, I love Kanye. I love Kanye when he on his meds. Let me preface it. When Kanye on his meds, he's the greatest.
Yes, when Kanye West is at his best, he is the absolute greatest, and nobody can fuck with him.
This is the thing
But
with Drake.
it take him long to make his bed.
With Drake,
Listen, the nigga got to be on his meds, bro. When he on his meds, that nigga Kanye spitting out fucking real art.
yes. You know how we talk all the time about, I say this a lot, where the ability to make hit songs is a combination of skill and talent. Drake has this innate talent, skill, whatever you want to call it, to make hit songs. It's just what he does. Whether you a fan of his or not, you cannot deny that he has that innate skill where it hits that radio, it's gonna blow up. In the story. That's it.
Even some of these other songs, right? Like Tootsie Slide, right? Shit's not a good song. But people slap that shit, bro. That was on the radio.
Listen, wait. What's that slide? No, that's a good song. What are you talking about? Mason loves that song. Mason loves that song.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad Mason likes that song, bro. But let's be honest, like
but that's how you know he got that
compared
skill.
to his other body of work. That song is ass.
That's how you know he
it's
got
a
that
bop though. Like if you're right. Compare. See, this is the problem we have, and I think we've talked about this before, where when we talked about Beyonce old mid ass, and we talked about Jay-Z and like and Eminem, and like when we start when we start comparing them to themselves and saying, well, they're ass now. Well, no, you're comparing them to their other body of work, which was all excellence. And nobody can sustain excellence forever. They will have some up and down. It's like a fucking a graph, nigga. They gonna have some valleys and they gonna have some peaks. But like,
Debo, hold on a second, man. I gotta give you credit on something else that you just did, man. You're a fucking magician, okay? Because this nigga, no matter what we doing, whether we doing Loser Leaves Town or whatever, this nigga gonna find a way, somehow, some way, to say some off the wall shit about Beyonce. He gonna find a way. No
listen,
matter
Juicy
what.
K started this shit, and I'm gonna finish this shit, nigga.
Now, see, that's beef, because ain't neither one of y'all niggas apologize. She ain't saying sorry to you. You ain't saying sorry to her. They standing on business.
Never.
Because both of y'all hard-headed as hell, and ain't you gonna stand on business.
Tootsie Slide is ass cheeks, though.
Facts.
It's ass cheeks.
Facts.
So is it fair enough to say, if we can, because I feel like we can go on this subject forever, that this beef seems to be, it could have been necessary had they kept it in between the lines of rap. J. Cole is soft as hell for his apology. He should have never done it. Easy and I disagree on it, and I would love to know how this plays out in the future, how much this affects him with that apology, because it looked suspect. What's gonna come out of all this?
I mean, all it's gonna take is for him to come back with some more fire, another hot album in the middle of the night, dropping that shit, and then everybody gonna stop talking shit. Like this is what it is. Because that's how fickle these motherfuckers is. Niggas, music and music fans are as fickle as fucking wrestling fans. All it takes is for one banger match, and then them niggas got you back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna talk shit about WWE for years, and then we get one good WrestleMania season, and what's next? Now everybody on their dick again, baby. Because that's just what happens.
To Debo's point, he's just got to make an album so good that it cancels out all the roasters that are like using AI to edit the album cover and do all this other crazy shit to make fun of the apology. So
he's still in the works with the fall off. Am I correct? Right? That album he's supposed
funny
to.
Funny how you said that. Funny is he called his album the fall off, but ain't no fall off with him.
I'm just so like to what Debo's point, D&E's point. Whatever body of work he's coming out with, that shit better be hard.
It's gotta slap.
That shit better be hard.
It can't be no flute album. I promise you that. If it's a flute album, then that nigga done for sure.
I better not hear no pianos. I better not hear no goddamn cymbals.
He better have an orchestra in that motherfucker. It just better be all. It's not that. It don't even need to be no piece. It should be a nigga with a desk beating on a desk like in high school.
Hey, Pierre, you want to come over here? I need something like that.
I feel like you're gonna get
no pianos.
All I hear him rapping, all I hear J. Cole is rapping a story about how he came up with the apology and why it wasn't no good. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about why you was like wanting to apologize and why it wasn't in your heart. Don't drop the song, nigga. Don't drop the song. That's why this generation wasn't gonna fit in the other generation, because they wouldn't have handled swimming with the sharks. You can't.
Hey, for the J. Cole fans, all we need is J. Cole with the haircut. We're going to get them bars back. J.
Hey,
Cole with the
yo.
haircut.
Cole coming back, baby. Listen,
J.
Cole
Cole
will
with the
come back, and
haircut.
then we gonna have to hear 16 bring this shit up, this
Well, no,
old ass shit, 5 years from later. Y'all remember when he did that shit? I'm like, nigga, that shit was 3 albums ago.
Since we on this, we had the same group when we asked 16 to do some homework about J. Cole before we.
And I did it.
We ain't gonna get that. We ain't gonna get that because this the problem here. Now all this shit that happened, it's gonna affect how he hear the music.
But I already
that's
wrote
the problem.
this. I already did.
No,
the
he
notes on
already
it
wrote it.
I already did it.
Yeah, he did his homework.
I did
because we had him listen to Born Center, I believe.
I did.
Okay,
I did. And listen, I will be more than happy to do on this show. I will read my review right now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, and then we can.
So
transition.
on the other side of this break, my review of J. Cole's Born Sinner. So take a listen to this. If you're listening on the audio podcast, take a listen to the music break. For the people watching on YouTube, we right back with the review.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I don't have road rage. I just don't like when people get in the left lane and do the speed limit. Nigga, if you gonna get in this lane, you gotta accept the risk that you could potentially get a ticket. That's what this lane is for.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, y'all. So I gotta bring back this segment, and I just want to let y'all know something. My whole adult life, I've been trying to get my brother to just listen to music recommendations that I have, to no success. No success, okay? And he's finally done it. He's taken a recommendation. He's listened to it with the help of my wonderful friends. And 16's about to give us his review of J. Cole's Born Sinner. Mind you, this album, it's got to be like 10, 11 years old now. Still a good album, still a good listen in my opinion. But let's see what 16's got to say about it. The floor is yours, 16.
All right, easy. So first of all, I don't care how old it is. It's new to me because I ain't heard that shit before until now. So it's new to me. So it's brand new. J. Cole. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So I was tasked with my good buddies here on the radio show ATL to listen. I told them to choose one for me to review, which was Born Sinner. All right. So I start off and I'm totally objectively listening to it, and I'm not doing anything. Matter of fact, I'm listening to it while I'm working, which is the best time for me to listen to something because I'm able to really concentrate on what I'm doing. Fuck work. All right. So when I first started listening, and let me pull up the track listing while we're doing it. I should have had that up. I got my notes here. But the first thing that I remember pulling up was that some of the production that he has, and I'll get deeper into that. Like when the production starts, you could tell that it's a trend that I noticed with a lot of the artists that if anything, some of the production was strong. Like they put a lot of effort into the beats and the tracks. Whatever else comes on it, there's effort into that part of it. So Born Sinner. All right, so it starts off. Man, where is this? It's not showing me the tracks. Well, anyway, let me just get to my notes then. So as I'm listening, I just didn't feel like I was feeling anything. I felt like at some points I was like dying to death. Now, this song Runaway came on. All right. So Runaway came on and the beat was good and his flow was fine. Like it was cool. It was the least awful of what I had heard so far. Okay.
Jesus.
Now, in his delivery, I feel like he just comes across kind of generic, just kind of there. I spent a lot of time just waiting for. I was sitting there and I was waiting on him to wow me because I had heard so much about this, especially this album. My anticipation was waiting for him to say, you know what, I got to run that back. I got to hear him say that again, or I got to rewind this track. You know, it just didn't feel like it was coming for me. So the production is decent in spots, and then in some spots it's strange. So, like what is this song? She Knows. The beat was good, the hook was kind of catchy, but again, I felt like it was generic. It was vanilla. It was just kind of there for me. I'm still listening, waiting to be wild, and it never came, and I kept wanting it to end because it wasn't wowing me. Also, it never had any excuse to be as long as it is. I had mentioned this about Cowboy Carter, and I like that album. So this album clocked in at 1 hour and 20 minutes. man, even for somebody like that, you like an hour and 20 minutes, 90 minutes on the album is pushing it, man. Depending on your attention span is pushing it. All right. So we got the criteria that I follow on these albums, which is lyrics, production, and replayability, and then it comes to the final synopsis. All right. So we're gonna start with we'll start with the lyrics on this one. So on a scale from 1 to 10 for the lyrics on this one, I give a 5 out of 10 on it. All right. So I said that Cole, he's okay. He's got some decent metaphors, and he's able to paint a decent picture when he's storytelling, which is his strength. It is. He's a good storyteller, but it usually surrounds a woman or his dealings with a woman, and it starts to feel repetitive. He sounds like a guy imitating what he feels like people will like, but it does not feel authentic, which goes back to him in the apology. It doesn't feel authentic, kind of phony. All right, the production, like I said, decent in spots. It's decent enough, but it's not mind-blowing. With better production, which I'm sure came later on in his career, it could really help carry him to passable to decent songs, but I was not overly impressed. A 4 out of 10 on that. Replayability. Now, I'm going to be perfectly transparent with this. I will never, ever, under any circumstance, listen to this album again. I wasn't feeling it, and listening to it felt like a chore. It didn't make me feel good or motivated.
Oh, my goodness.
It had me wondering. Seriously, this was my thought process while writing this. It had me wondering if this is what the new good is. I just need to move on from hip hop and listen to other shit altogether because I just don't get it. So maybe I'm just out of touch. All right. As far as the overall, my synopsis is that it's just, to me, it was just generic bullshit that goes for great in a watered down and weak current era hip hop. J. Cole wouldn't have his demo even looked at, much less played in the heyday of the 90s. He is vanilla and bland, but he's elevated due to the era. I'm not impressed and never was since I first heard him. The total album rating is a 5 out of 10. It's average at best, and I will not be listening to it again. But I listen. So that's my review of J. Cole's Born Sinner.
Debo
is what it is.
Debo, I feel like we might have to give him another album.
The sideline story.
No. We can't. No.
I am
No. This is deep.
I am not against. If you want to give me another one, I am not against giving you a
No,
chance.
absolutely not. Because you know why? Because listening to the unmitigated hatred that came out in that review, and like he tried to fluff it. It's like it's average. It's really not average. It's above average. But even with that being said, J. Cole has been tainted in his mind forever.
But
you can't listen to a new album now. You can't listen to another album now after everything that happened in the last couple of weeks. It's not going to work. It's not. It's not going to work. It's no point. Listen. This is literally unbridled like apathy. Just like I don't give a fuck about this dude. And so like it's not gonna matter if you give him another album. He might be willing to listen to it, but he's not gonna really listen to it. Does that make sense? He might hear the words, but he's not gonna listen. He's not gonna really actively pick up the vibe because he don't want to. That's not his mix. People know when they like. And listen, I respect the fact that he listened to the shit. He know what he like. He know what he don't like.
Yes.
He's stuck in the 1990s, and that's where he gonna stay forever.
Well,
you gotta leave him there.
The reason why
it's okay.
My thought process. The reason why I picked Born Sinner was because 16 always talks about there's not enough fruitfulness in rap today. It's just a lot of the same repeated jargon. The album is long. It's 21 tracks. So I figured he wanted something fruitful that, had some meaning behind it. And then he mentioned
I thought it was a good starting point. I thought it was a good jumping on point for him, but
yeah,
it's not. So if that's not the album for you, there's no other album that you're gonna want to listen to.
Sideline of 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Sideline.
That's what I was gonna ask. So if we make 16 do another one, which he's open to, so we're not forcing him. This is for the record. I'm leaning Forest Hills Drive because the production is better.
Yep.
It's got some catchy songs. It's got some good storytelling songs. I feel like KOD is a good album too, but I feels like 16 is gonna be like, nah, this is that trendy shit, and I ain't gonna.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
So do we make 16? Listen to the 13 track, hour and 5 minute, 2014.
Listen, because he needs something like short, sweet, to the point, simple. Got some good production value on it.
I'm not against it. I'm so if that's the one we're doing, one thing you could count on me with that. If you ask me when it comes to this to do that, I will listen to it. I will listen to it. So is that what we're saying? 2014 Forest Hill Drive?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
I will listen to it.
And the two albums are like there's still storytelling there, but it's different. So you'll kind of get everything that J. Cole has between these two albums, I feel.
I think it's a good medium slice of cake for you.
This is me not being an honorary old man and saying, you know what? No, I am willing, not only just for the sake of you guys asking me to it, but also this creates good content for the show. I will do it.
Yeah.
Which one y'all pick?
We picked Forest Hill Drive.
Forest Hill Drive.
All right.
The only reason I wouldn't say Sideline Stories because he made the production on that one is similar to Born Center. So I don't want to.
No,
you don't want to go into the same situation.
I think the bars on Sideline Story is the Young and Hunger one coming in trying to prove his point.
But listen to his review, listen to his criteria. I think he definitely needs more production value. He definitely needs. I'm talking about 16. He needs more. He just needs more of everything, and he needs a nice medium of everything. He doesn't.
Because no role models alone will give 16 that value he's looking for with the production.
Right.
No role models. That beat is one of the best beats you'll
It's
ever.
Crazy. It's crazy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not unwilling, you know.
Yeah. So we'll put that as your homework, 16. I won't trick you into listening to his whole discography because I know you'll catch on eventually.
This will be the last one because let me tell you, if you don't like this album, you really just don't like Cole, and that's what it is.
And that's fine.
And
that's okay.
I'm open minded to at least give it a shot. All right, I am for several reasons. Like I said, it's content, you know, and the other part of it is to validate some of the things that I might have thought in my head. I want him to prove me wrong. That's what I'm looking to do. I want him to prove me wrong.
The production stuck out to me, so that's why I was leaning towards Forest Hills Drive.
It's fair enough. As long as y'all know that, man, when I review an album, man, I thoroughly give that shit my full effort. So it ain't no bullshit. You know, I didn't just toss that shit on. I listened to it. So I will.
What was Beyonce's last album name? What was her now? Not the Cowboy Carter. What's the one before that?
Renaissance.
Yeah, you listen to that too, right?
It was mid as fuck.
No, we know this. We know this. I just want to hear you say it because Juicy now can hear you say it. Juicy knows that it was mid as fuck.
I have told Juicy that personally. She knows that I did not like Renaissance. Now, Cowboy Carter, on the other hand, that is excellent. Renaissance, you can miss me with that. But don't put me in the Juicy and I ain't the one with the beef. She and I are fine. Y'all two the ones got the problem.
I don't have a problem with Juicy. I think she's sexy as shit. She beautiful. She just got bad taste in music.
She's gonna fight you.
Hey man, shout out my boy Debo with the shit sandwich, bro. My man started off so nice and just
he did. He just did. What did I say in the last?
Listen, she from Atlanta. I love that beautiful queen. I do. Juicy, I support you in everything you do. I love your son. He's a very intelligent young man. We gotta get him back on Loser Lee's time. Yeah, but also Beyonce is ass, and if you like Beyonce, you got a problem. She's ass.
What did I tell you? No matter what we talking about, we could be talking about solving world hunger. Debo gonna find a way to talk some shit about Beyonce.
Hey, and no disrespect, but that's why you two are friends, because y'all both do it the same way, just different, ways of doing it.
16 hate half of the world. I hate the other half, nigga.
Together we make the world burn. Look, bro, we are the work rate. Okay, you better recognize us.
When Thanos snapped his finger, one of y'all was happy because it was the half y'all wanted to die, and the other person was pissed because it was the other half.
The rest of the motherfuckers that we don't like.
Yeah. Easy, get out of here, man. You don't know our story, but you're right though. You're right.
He right.
But on this one, Juicy, I got your back though. Cowboy Carter was good, but Renaissance was mid. I know I'm gonna hear about that shit. I can feel my phone going off right now about don't talk about Renaissance. And Debo, stop bringing up Beyonce. This was about me reviewing J. Cole's Born Sinner, which I was tasked by my co-host, and I did it. Now I'm about to do another one. What the fuck, man? What's going on with that? I ain't gonna Ray Otis it though. I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna listen to it.
That nigga catching all the trades tonight, boy. God damn.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
I went to Church's Chicken today.
Are those honey butter biscuits still murder worthy?
Hell yeah, I got me a hot ass 3-piece and a biscuit. Man, I got some, and it came from mashed potatoes and gravy. The mashed potatoes and gravy was so hot that it made my chest start hurting as it was going down my esophagus. It started.
That's a heart disease. That's a heart disease that you're suffering from after eating that. That wasn't the mashed potato. That was your artery screaming for help.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
So it's that time of the day. As we like to say, this is Diva's favorite segment. It's literally the birth child of Diva, but it's the random where we're going to talk about random shit. Maybe some good shit, maybe some bad shit. It may be talking shit about Beyonce. I don't know. But what we do know is you get to say it with your chest. So who going to go first? Who going to lead us off with this motherfucker today?
I got you on this one, Debo. All right. And me with my randoms, I usually be going somewhere. So first off, I want to say this. All right, Debo, we've been talking about your takes and how you've been right about stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate this random to you because you was the head of the curve on something and it motivated me to talk about what I'm getting ready to talk about.
Yes, give me all the flowers.
Several shows ago, you made a correct assumption about what black people have done to salmon. They have worn salmon the fuck out. And it got me to thinking when you said that, because it's true, it's salmon everything. There's another food out there that they have worn out that has pissed me off to no end. And I'm calling it out right now. You motherfuckers in this shrimp and grits, you're getting on my fucking nerve, okay? You've gotten on my last nerve, and I've had it. It's shrimp and grits with sausage in it. It's shrimp and grits with chicken in it. It's just, fuck that shit, man. Eat your grits with something else. Eat your shrimp with, I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it being on every menu everywhere, whether it's brunch, lunch, dinner, shrimp and grits. Fuck that shit, man. Enough. Learn a new hole. Try something different. Cook something else. I'm done. So Debo was ahead of the curve on that one. He cornered the market on y'all chill on that salmon. I'm cornering the market on shrimp and grits. Enough.
So is salmon going in the category of leg quarters?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
That and leg quarter. I told you, listen, when I say you right, you fucking right. And I had to come around on the leg quarters, nigga. Them shits are fucking egregious. Okay.
Bro, we gotta release the chains, bro.
Now I will say this. They did cook the leg quarters, they shredded the meat down, they took it off the bone. But they cooked the motherfuckers whole, bro. No, and I was like, yo, this is kind of
but I'm okay with that. If you shredding it and throwing the bone away, that's cool. I'm tired. You said it, and I gave you your flowers on it because you brought it up in the group chat. I'm tired of the funeral dinners with the leg quarters. I'm tired of y'all selling plate lunches for the church with the leg quarters. Stop it.
I mean, and they're not even getting quality leg quarters. They're getting them Claskin chicken leg quarters from Walmart that come in a bag, bro, and it's weighed by the pound. And they be having broken legs. Like, you give me a piece of fried chicken and the leg broke. What did you do to this chicken? Why is his leg broke? Come on, dog. We got to do that.
Bottom line, just to get off this random and get the floor to someone else. Y'all in these shrimp and grits, stop. And if it's supposed to be shrimp and grits, stop adding other stuff to it. Or just stop making it all together. Eat your shrimp with something else, with potatoes or something else, and eat your grits with breakfast food. Get out of my life.
Put on the po' boy, baby.
Get out of here. That's all I got.
I can go next, and I just want to say this as nice as possible, so that you don't experience this. You know, if you in the airport and you getting on the little train and you taking your sweet ass time to get on the train, the door's gonna close on your ass. Okay, that train don't give a fuck. Okay, it's an automated robot.
Your ass will die.
That train door will smash your ass, okay, and not give two fucks about it. If you gonna get on this train with us and be packed in like some sardines, I need some knees to chest. Get your ass in there before the door closes on you, because it's gonna slam you. And then when it slams you, and then you end up getting in and you grunting and acting like you just had a battle on Marvel, we gonna look at you. You're gonna be embarrassed. So just to save you the embarrassment and the dramatic shit that comes with it, knees to chest, bitch, through the plane train door. Don't let it close on you. Thanks. knees to chest. You either in with us or you out. The screen tells you what time the next train comes. You with us or you out?
You waiting or not? What you doing? Chris, you want me to go first?
No, I can go ahead, man. Because look,
right.
I'm tired of people, or at least encountering people, bro. If you in a public setting and you on a phone, don't nobody want to hear your fucking conversation. Like, I don't care, like, what you got going on. Like, don't be that obnoxious person on the phone, bro. You, like, especially if you cussing and you just saying some out of pocket wild shit, like, bruh, like, come on now. Like, at least have some self-respect, or at least some common courtesy, respect for others around you if you're in a public setting.
Hey, Chris, these folks got no excuses now, bro. They got these dollar headphones on Temu. They got these headphones from the Dollar General store, the Family Dollar. Like, you ain't got no excuses, bro. I'm with you on that. I'm tired of these fools, bro. On speaker,
bro. It's like ridiculous, yo. Like
crazy as hell.
Bro, you got the plug-in option. That's still an option on most people's phones.
Man,
a lot of them, like you just said, you got the dollar AirPod, Temu AirPods. Man, look, come on,
and it's not just on the phone, bro. They really be playing their music unfiltered, uncensored out here. Like,
this shit is wild.
It's the worst, yeah. When you see niggas walking with their phone speakerphone and they holding the phone to their ear, like it's a fucking boombox or something. Like, what are we doing, bitch?
Man, and look, another thing. While we on the topic of public setting, motherfuckers need to control their goddamn kids, yo. Bro, these little motherfuckers is ridiculous nowadays, bro. If you in a store, such a public store like Walmart or something like that, your motherfucking child better not be rolling over the goddamn floor screaming. You better fucking discipline your child or something. Fuck.
They ain't doing that either.
Bro.
Man. Chris said a mouthful with that one. And Chris, you mentioning that, it reminded me, there's a man, this was a great Negro poet, and he's someone that's no longer with us, who I want to quote with what Chris was just saying about kids behaving. The great Negro poet by the name of Bernard McCullough, who said, and I quote, "I'll kick a kid ass." All right?
Be mad.
Oh, my God.
This is true. I got a couple. I'm going to just fire them off. And this might be like a kind of an offshoot of Jimmy. But bitches on Instagram, keep going. Okay? Keep doing this shit. Listen, Meg got y'all out here shaking all kind of ass. And I appreciate what you're doing for me. I really do. Because just keep it fucking going. I seen this one chick the other day, and I put it in the group chat. This bitch wore a see-through dress and had a butt plug that lit up. I said, oh my. Oh my. What? And this is on Instagram. I said, well, what are we doing now? That's a fun treat for everybody, you know. You should just bend over and now you see her asshole lit up. That's just a fun treat. So, you know, women, bitches, hoes, all y'all, OnlyFans, all that, you know, keep going. Keep going. Shout out to Jimmy. Number 2, Instacart. y'all really gonna make me bust y'all ass, okay? Because see, here's the problem. If I could get to the store to buy the shit myself, I would. But I'm paying you a service to deliver the shit to my house. The least you motherfuckers could do is walk around the goddamn store and look on the end cap for where the sale shit be. Don't go to the fucking freezer section and tell me they ain't got no more ice cream bars, but then they got the Snickers ice cream bars on the end cap, and it's a bunch of them motherfuckers. Okay? Don't tell me they ain't got no more motherfucking hot honey Mike's hot honey chips when I know they do because they on the end cap. Just search the fucking store. You know what? Here's a novel idea. Ask a motherfucking associate, bitch. Okay, it is your responsibility to get all of my fucking items, and if they don't got it, that's when you fucking tell me. Don't just go to the fucking spot where they said it's at on aisle 17 and then think it's not no more. They probably got it in the motherfucking store, bitch. Just check, ask. It's not hard to ask, bitch. It ain't. Use a fucking pussy for that shit, nigga. All I asked for was some goddamn cheddar jalapeno Cheetos, nigga. They was on buy one, get one free from fucking Pokes, nigga. Give me my motherfucking Cheetos, nigga. That's all I fucking wanted, nigga. Anyway.
You want his motherfucking Cheetos, nigga.
I want some motherfucking Cheetos, dog. And have y'all had the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos? They are really
God.
just...
They're the best.
Listen, my cousin put me on because I was a big Flamin' Hot Cheeto fan. They superior than Flamin'
Cheddar jalapeno shitting on them. It's number one.
It's crazy how good they are. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's good too. This is a sidebar, fat boy shit. If you get the Flamin' Hots, get you like one of those Hidden Valley Ranch packets. Put the dust in there, shake it up. My God.
Whoa, hey, whoa. Wait,
this is some game changing shit. You just wait.
I promise you, nigga.
It's just Debo just do a
so fire. It's so fire, dog. Listen, it's basically ranch. It's just ranch, and you don't use the whole packet because it's too salty. But use like half of the packet or whatever it is to your taste, right? And you just dump it in the entire bag, shake that shit up, and then when you look at it, it look like a fucking like Cool Ranch Dorito almost with like the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. My God,
the crunchy or the puff?
The crunchies. I'm trying to tell you right now, nigga. Y'all, you asshole, you're gonna be shitting red because you're gonna eat the whole fucking bag because them shits is the chronic. I promise you. My fat ass ain't gonna steer you wrong.
You blew my mind there, bro. Because I thought you was about to say like, hey, I take the ranch seasoning and I mix it with yogurt and I make a dipping sauce and dip it. But that's a game changer right there. I'm gonna try that.
Fire, so fire. Anyway,
but half the pack.
Well, do it to your taste. I say start with half the packet first, or you know what I'm saying, just do it to your taste, right? Half the packet I think is good, especially if you get the big bag. Now, if you get the small bag, you definitely don't need half the packet. But if you get like the big bag, half the packet is perfect. I promise you. It's good.
Hey, shout out Cujo, the original snack plug. But this is some game changing shit right here.
I'm trying to tell you. Anyway.
Go DJ.
See.
Find out whether we're back next week or not. Right after this.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Talked about for a long time Andre 3000 with this Flute album. Okay, so there comes news that with this Flute album that's full of instrumentals, Lupe Fiasco has announced that he wants to do a rap album over the Flute instrumentals. And I'm respectfully requesting that he don't.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
As we come to the end of another show this week, man, we did what we do, which is, talk about stuff. We got into hip hop, all that stuff, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. But it was great, man. So we definitely appreciate that. The information for all our friends that hang out with us, there's no need to keep introducing them. They be here all the time. So just find the information in the podcast description. Make sure and check them out for sure. All right. Download, follow, all that stuff counts, man. So make sure and show them some love with that. I did this last week, but I want to shout out some of our friends again, just by name, just shouting them out, just our friends. So Notorious Moms Podcast, Zeta Lisa, The Break Room, Carol J, The Fletcher Twins, Small Talk. I mean, it's so many of them. ZZ Talk. All our homies out there, man. With so many of y'all that we are just cool with. I just want to make sure and shout them out, man. So to just round this out, if you want to be a guest on the Radio Show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. Man, appreciate y'all running up them numbers on Loser Leaves Town. All right, you got the work rate. That's me, Uncle Krys, and Big Debo breaking down everything WWE and AEW. I mean, from top to bottom, we get you caught up, man. Ain't nobody breaking it down like we are, so make sure and check us out on that.
Shout out to Pepsi Plunge too. Get a young man a plug. He was excellent, dog.
Yes, sir. He held his own on that one, man. And that's also, that show is the #1 downloaded show for last week. So we definitely appreciate that.
Let's go.
Loser Leaves Town doing this thing. And I got to also shout out, it's still out there doing big numbers. Myself and Juicy K doing a review of Cowboy Carter. So if you ain't listened to it, put you up on game about, doing a review on that. All right. So make sure y'all check that out. So
I checked out the show. I didn't check out the album because the album is ass. So
it's not ass. That album is great. The album might help you get some ass if you take a listen to it. But
might listen to what you say. Y'all think it needs some ass? Never.
Hey man, listen, that shit sound good, man. But anyway, though, I just want to say that outside of that, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody here, the whole crew. So Debo, steal my catchphrase, man. Let's get up out of here.
Listen. First off, make sure y'all like and subscribe because every like and subscribe gives us another like and subscribe. So like and subscribe, okay? And please remember and never forget, you're not listening to a radio show or some radio show. You listen to the radio show, ATL. See, and check out Loser Leaves Town, nigga, because that shit is banging, bro.
Run them numbers up. Run them numbers up.
All right, because we are the work rate. And you better recognize us, all right?
DJ Manny, fresh chicken, fresh.
Thank y'all for listening, watching, or however you getting us. We will catch y'all next time. All right.
But yes, please the flaming hots with the fucking wrench.
Yeah, bro, that's a game changer.
I know it sounds fat. But really, it's just adding another layer of seasoning.
No. Hey, look, we all got a big man's appetite, one way or another.
Hey,
I'm trying to get 16 to try something I suggest because he just anti eating real food. But these Cheetos is fire.
I don't know if 16, you fuck with Flamin' Hot, or you more of a crunchy guy? I feel like you're just regular crunchy.
You know which? Well, I'm not the biggest Cheeto. But the organic ones, the organic
the organic
white cheddar,
those are good.
Yeah,
I haven't had those. I haven't seen those.
Oh, orange bag.
I might have seen them in the store. I might have seen them. They got like a beige orange.
Yeah. You start eating one and you say, "Oh, that's cool," and the next thing you know, you done ran through 2 or 3 of them because they just so fucking addicting. So
used to work there. They're not healthy for you, but they're organic.
They're organic. But they go though. So yeah.
Like them flaming hots gonna change your fucking life. Listen, I already know Easy gonna come back to the group chat like Debo, these motherfuckers is bangers. I already know.
I'm going to get
something
tomorrow. Do a small bag tomorrow because
he got a Publix right up the street from his house. He about to go there tomorrow.
Yeah, bro.
You gonna fucking love it, dog. I promise you gonna love it.